track wrestling here at the NAIA Championships with life 133-pounder Sean Deshazer. Let's go back. This is your hometown, Wichita here. Four-time Kansas State champ.
Yep.
You sign out of high school with Oklahoma, wind up at Northeast Oklahoma, and then Life University. Can you just kind of walk us through your path and how you've wound up with Life after a couple years off?
Okay. Yeah, I started at the University of Oklahoma. I had some trouble up there, and so I transferred out to schools. I went to JUCO, Northeastern Oklahoma, like you said. I won a national title out there, and it was when I was there, we went to national duels, and I saw Coach Omi and his team, and after the duel, we talked. He seemed like a great guy, and then also a former teammate with me at the University of Oklahoma, Nosomi Pozo. He was attending Life University, and he was just like, hey, let me connect you guys and, see wherever it goes. I didn't really have a plan to go NAIA because I had just left JUCO and I still had aspirations on going back D1. But once I settled my options and really weighed them out, Life was the best option for me. So I took a visit there in 2018. I loved the visit, and then I signed in 2018, but I still had a $7,000 loan from OU stopping me from attending school. I figured out a way to knock that out, and then I just got accepted into Life this year. They hit me with a lot of credit hours, needing to be eligible to get back this quarter. I was able to do that last quarter, and so here I am now, putting on for the team and for my city back home.
How did you pay the loan off?
I worked at 2 Men in a Truck, and then I worked for a valet company, like I said, for 2 years. And then once I was able to get in school, all I needed to do was obtain my transcripts, and I could use unofficial. And I got in, and then they gave me some financial aid, FAFSA, and I just used that and the $5,000 that I had saved up, and it equaled right at $7,000. So I was broke after I paid it all.
What did you miss most about being on a wrestling team?
Man, I've grown up wrestling since I was 4 years old, so I just kind of felt outcast in my own way. I just felt like I didn't belong because I'm used to being a top-tier athlete. I'm used to being a student athlete, going to school, coming to practice, and then just going home, maybe even doing extra. And it was just I had all this time on my hands, and then I was actually feeling what it was like to be an adult, take care of bills, and I said, man, school's got to be easier than this. I need to find a way, and I found a way, and I'm here in the semis, and I hope I win it so that it's all worth it, man.
What did you like most about Omi and his program that attracted you there to Life?
Omi's a cool guy. He's young. He's new to the program. I think this is his 4th year or 5th year. And then also he has an ability to connect with his athletes. I don't know how he does it, but just from the awkward guys to the socially outgoing guys, he's able to connect with all of them. And so I thought that was cool that people felt like it was a family. And then also my biggest thing is graduating with a degree. And from hearing my former teammate tell me his grades was messed up previously and attending Life, they've skyrocketed. He's eligible, he's winning. I was like, oh, okay, so he's really taking care of things inside the classes with his athletes as well. And so that was a big thing that pushed me to come out here, because I know I'm not the strongest in the class, but if I got somebody on my butt, then I can do it.
You've been in a D1 program, you've been in a junior college program, now an NAIA program. How would you compare and contrast NAIA wrestling to other divisions you've been in?
I would say people get a bad rep for NAIA. They think it's not D3, D2, D1, or JUCO, at least in my opinion. And D1 is kind of just more so like a job. When I went JUCO, I realized oh snaps, I can get the same benefits from this junior college that I could at a D1. And then transferring from JUCO to NAIA, people told me, oh, well, you're not going to have 4-timers, you're not going to have All-Americans and stuff like that, and so they just felt that I would decline once I went to NAIA. And getting here, man, Julian, our 41-pounder, Marcelo, our 49-pounder, even our 25-pounder who didn't make it, they push me every day, and it's I don't have a chance to not be great. So I like being able to be in this division and still have the caliber to be a D1 wrestler. The
dudes in this division, they scrap, man.
Yeah.
Those are guys out there going for it, and you get taken down once, and guys just brush it off and keep going after it. What is it about NAIA wrestling that these are wild matches and entertaining matches?
You can't underestimate them, and that's what I'm coming into the tournament giving everybody credit, credit but no respect. I want to go in there and I want to take everybody down. I want to punish them if I can, but I don't put it past anyone. Anybody has the capability to be in the finals, to upset that #1 seed. And it's just like at any other tournament that you go to, where upsets happen or people get hurt, injured, don't make weight. So I think the biggest thing about NAIA wrestling is the caliber that these guys are able to wrestle, and then also it's a big transition from that first match to the second match to the third match. In my opinion, you can kind of see where the level increases, and then you have these closer matches, and it's just, man, you still got great competition here in NAI, so I wouldn't knock these guys.
When did you find out that this year's tournament was going to be in Wichita?
I found out, I posted on Facebook a year ago. Yesterday, I just shared it. I said, wow, I just found out Nationals is in Wichita, Kansas, in my hometown. I have to find a way to get back in school ASAP. And, man, that was just part of the journey of me getting back here. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do what I need to do, take a free trip back home, win me a national title, and get to see my family.
You got a bunch of family in the stands.
I got a bunch of families. I wouldn't be surprised if it was about 50, 80 people tomorrow, family and friends. People from high school have been hitting me, people from other high schools that just knew me. People working at the tables who I don't even know who they are. Hey, Sean, you haven't lost in this arena, have you? And no, I haven't lost. I don't plan on losing, buddy.
How'd you feel about the way you wrestled today?
I actually felt great. I was telling my coach all year that I haven't been satisfied with a match, even though I only had a 10-1 record coming into the tournament. I just didn't feel like I was I didn't hold myself to the standard that I know that I could, so even though the crowd was going crazy, cheering me on at the previous tournaments, I just was walking off the mat like, no, I know I can do better, I know I can do better. So for this tournament, I got my weight down, I was eating good, and man, I beat these kids 12-3, 11-4, and then that overtime match, even, I caught him on his back at the end. I think it might have been like 8-2 or
7-1, I think.
7-1, in overtime, so it's like, man, that gap, I mean, I'm wrestling good. I feel good.
Are you able to appreciate how animated Omi is in the corner?
Man, he's a funny character. I love Omi. I have no bad words for Omi. And it's like, I can't really hear when I'm out there, so I kind of have to look. But then it keeps my composure, keep me like still in the match. And when I hear him, because sometimes he might say something, he always, Sean, you a beast. You got this. Nobody can mess with you, and that fuels me up. That turns me up. And it's like, okay, come on. I was tired, but nah, no, I'm not.